This is Dr. Priyadashni from Vardhan Fertility and Laparoscopic Center. So today I am going to give you an idea about what is anemia and why does it occur in pregnancy. Okay, so anemia is nothing but your hemoglobin is less. So people will know that anemia, your blood level is low, your doctors used to tell. But what is the normal hemoglobin level in pregnancy? So 11 gram% is the normal level in pregnancy. Anything less than 11 is considered as anemia. So even if you are eating proper good iron rich food and following everything, some people may develop anemia. So why is that? Because the demand will increase in pregnancy. So the baby, for the placenta and for all the nutrients to develop, it takes a little bit. You deserve more. So that is why government has advised to take iron and calcium for at least a minimum of 100 days throughout your pregnancy. Usually we start your iron tablets by the start of second trimester, that is after 3rd month till delivery. And now the latest guidelines says that iron and calcium has to be continued 3 months after your delivery also. Because all the depleted iron stores during your delivery, you need replenishment. So after 3 months also you're supposed to continue your iron tablets. Okay, so what are the iron rich diet? We'll see. So all your green leafy vegetables, especially your drumstick leaves, methi, curry leaves, all these things are rich sources of iron. So all the legumes, that is your chickpea, beans, and when it comes to cereals, the ragi, bajra, whole wheat, everything is rich in, or it contains at least some amount of iron. So these are and fruits, when you take say pomegranate, dates, nuts, seeds, all these seeds, chia seeds, groundnut seeds, flax seeds, whichever you're comfortable with it, you soak some 3 or 4 seeds daily, overnight soaked, you can take. All these are good sources of iron. So everyone will know to take all, because you now in this social media world, you people see all Instagram videos, nuts, seeds, everything, fancy things people are taking, but when to take and when not to take is the thing. So iron absorption is good, especially in the morning, empty stomach, but we do not prescribe your iron tablets in empty stomach because it can cause gastritis, constipation are the minimal side effects of iron tablets. So when you have a meal, say about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, you have your breakfast, after an hour or 45 minutes, it is better to take your iron tablets. When you take your iron tablets, it is better to have vitamin C rich foods like your melons, all vitamin C, citrus fruits, oranges, amla, all these things will enhance the iron absorption. So morning time, especially with your fruits or your vitamin C rich foods, if you take your iron absorption will increase. So what not to take when you're taking these iron sources is, please avoid milk, cheese products, and because calcium and also iron and calcium tablets should not be taken in the same time, because calcium will decrease the iron absorption. So hence calcium containing foods like milk, cheese, eggs and all also should not be or avoided when you're taking the iron tablet. Okay, so these dietary sources you take and then you take the tablets also, but still your hemoglobin is not improving. Iron is not the only thing which can cause anemia. The other two important things are your folic acid and vitamin B12. Especially pure vegetarians, not even egg if they are not taking, you have to have vitamin B12 supplements, because B12 is present in fish, liver, egg yolk and all low dairy products only. So you are avoiding milk and milk products, no egg, means definitely you will have vitamin B12 deficiency, which can also cause anemia. And the other thing is your folic acid. Folic acid tablets you're supposed to take for the first 3 months and also after 3 months also. Usually you will be prescribed with a tablet which contains both iron and folic acid. Folic acid is present in all green leafy vegetables, chickpeas, orange juice, beans, soya beans and everything. So try to take more of this in your diet. So if a person is having anemia, they can have iron deficiency, folic acid deficiency or vitamin B12 deficiency. So ensure that all these are in your diet. So what happens if I do not correct my anemia, or if I am chronically having a hemoglobin of say 8 or 9, but I am fine, I do not have any symptoms, you may tell, yes, it will affect your baby's growth. You can have a baby of low birth weight, you can have increased bleeding during delivery if you are anemic at the time of your delivery, and then you can have infections. Your wound healing will be poor. Say normal delivery or cesarean, you will have a wound, either episiotomy wound sometimes or a C-section wound. There will be delay in the wound healing. So, and you will have problems in your lactation also, feeding also, and usually after delivery the uterus has to go back to its normal size, say by 6 weeks. That also will get delayed. Your demand will still increase, especially if you are a twin pregnancy, it will still increase. Anemia can also cause increase in blood pressure. You can have, see, anemia you can have multiple comorbidities together. If you have anemia, you can develop infections, multiple infections, malnutrition, your baby will be low birth weight, you will have can have diabetes, hypertension, you can develop all these things as a sequelae also. Hence it is very important to correct anemia. And still, if you are not able to, or your demand doesn't match the correction, your diet and iron tablets are not matching, or you are not compliant, you come with a hemoglobin of 7, say at 7 or 8th month, then we need to go for iron injections. Iron injections are also not improving, or suppose say your delivery date is tomorrow, you come with a hemoglobin of 8, then we have no option, we have to give you blood only, because tablets will increase your hemoglobin by 1 gram if you take for 1 month proper tablets and diet. Iron injections, you need at least a minimum time of 2 weeks to see a increase. Blood will increase your hemoglobin by 1 gram in say 24 to 48 hours. So that is why you cannot, a patient, for say you come at 36 or 7 weeks with a hemoglobin of 7 and ask, ma'am, please give me some tablets to improve my hemoglobin. It is not possible. So it has to happen from day 1 of your pregnancy. So we also do not have an option of increasing. So this is how it goes about. So hence correcting anemia is a very important thing. So your take home message is, have iron rich diets, avoid iron and calcium taking together. Anemia is not only caused by iron deficiency, there are 3 other nutrients, your iron, folic acid and vitamin B12. If you are a vegan or pure vegetarian, not even taking egg, then you have to take vitamin B12 supplements. Yes, it is necessary because there is no other dietary source of vitamin B12 for you. Hence, you have to take supplements only. The other iron and folic acid are available to you as supplements. If you are a non-vegetarian, yes, egg yolk, liver, chicken liver, mutton liver are very good sources of iron because they contain heme iron, which will improve your iron content still more good rather than the natural your green leafy vegetables, vegetarian sources. So your non-vegetarian sources are good source of heme iron than your vegetarian sources. I hope this video will be useful for you. Hence we have to have, so all the mothers, please try to follow all these things which I have told, so that we prevent anemia. See, there are so many things which are not preventable. Say you are prone to hypertension or you're prone to diabetes. There are so many things that we cannot control in pregnancy, whereas anemia is a thing which is under our control. We can easily prevent it, or even if it occurs, it is easily treatable. So hence, please follow all these things, have an iron-rich diet and prevent anemia and prevent the complications which can occur for you as well as your baby.